Hi, I'm Mike Steger. I'm a trademark and copyright attorney. Sometimes at the top of these videos, I have some shtick, but we're going to skip that today because it's October. October is one of my favorite months. Why? Because the weather's good. It's baseball playoffs, football's in full swing, basketball season's about to start. You got Halloween at the end of the month, peanut butter cups, best candy ever invented, and my birthday's in October. So no shtick. What I'm going to talk about today is an issue that repeatedly comes up in my practice dealing with intellectual property, and that is, what does a contract say? So I had a call last week from somebody who created some intellectual property for a client. Client didn't pay the full amount of the contract, and the party calling me said, do we still own it? And the answer, we still own the IP, or does it go to our customer even though the customer didn't pay the full amount of the contract? The answer is it depends. Depends what language is in the contract. And when you've got transfers of intellectual property assets through a contract, you need to be really precise about who's going to own what, when the assets are transferred, and what conditions have to be satisfied if the assets are either going to be transferred or withheld. This is the kind of situation where you don't want to rely on some contract that you got from the internet or something that was laying around in a file somewhere. You need to be very precise. Similarly, I see all the time contracts that say, we're going to give you something under a license. If you declare bankruptcy, then we automatically get everything back. The problem is when the other party declares bankruptcy, the bankruptcy court is going to determine who owns what. It's not necessarily going to be governed by what's in the contract. 80% of those provisions that I see are not properly written in various contracts. So the key takeaway here is, if you're transferring IP ownership, if it's important to either you or your customer, probably both of you, you need to be precise. You need to be clear and make sure you understand what is being transferred or assigned and who is going to own what. I'm Mike Steger. I'm a trademark and copyright attorney. If you've got any questions about your contracts that deal with intellectual property, give me a call.